What is going on, Kryptic crew? This is your boy Kryptic Flash here, bringing you guys week number 5 of the PBL. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button if you are hyped for today's match. Also subscribe if you're new to join the Kryptic crew. Now this week we are going up against Austin, aka Garchomp the God, head coach of the Lawrence Talonflames. Lawrence Talonflames plural, because there's more than one, obviously. He is sitting at a nice crispy 4-0 record. We're 2-2. We had a big win last week. We're hoping to go ahead and pick up a big win this week. It would be huge for us if we could go ahead and pull out today's match. I'm gonna link all of Garchomp's. I'm gonna call him GOG, Garchomp, GTG, Garchomp the God. It's a mouthful, but I'm gonna link all of his stuff in the description below. Make sure you guys go check him out, regardless of how the match goes. Make sure you wish him a good game and all of that fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get connected with him, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, you guys, looks like we are all connected up with Austin, aka Garchomp the God. This is the team that we are bringing, like you guys can see down there. I did make a last minute change with Latios. I opted for Ice Beam over Thunderbolt just because of the fact that Thunderbolt was really only for Tapu Fini, but if he brings a bulky Fini, Thunderbolt's only doing like 20 to 30%, and Ice Beam is a guaranteed one-shot on the Garchomp. We have Draco for the Garchomp as well, but Ice Beam ensures the knockout in case he starts setting up. We can't afford a miss, and we can just go for an Ice Beam. So we're going to go ahead and see what he's rocking. This is probably the most annoying part of the thing, is if we have to make changes. I think he's bringing either Hoopa or what's his face, Necrozma. I don't think that he'll necessarily bring both, but I just put him down there just because the odds of at least one of them coming is pretty great. I think honestly they both have a pretty decent matchup on the against my team, but we will see. Also, something to note is that Necrozma, I've seen him bring it in the past. He likes to run weakness policy, rock polish shenanigans. So we definitely need to keep an eye out for that. I don't think that we have really anything to hit it super effective with. We have the Signal Beam from the Heliolisk, but Thunderbolt does more anyway, so it doesn't make any sense to go for that. So we're gonna go ahead and see what he's bringing. And we can see that he brings the Hoopa. He does not bring the Necrozma, and that's actually a really good thing for us. Doesn't bring Necrozma, brings Mega Beedrill, and no Smeargle. So we predicted 3 of his mons correctly. He also does not bring, so no Necrozma, no Smeargle, Necrozma, no Smeargle. What else? We see. Okay, so yeah, it was just those two. So we Heatran and Beedrill. Whoops. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is probably the worst thing I do. It's the clunkiest by far. No. So he does bring the Mega Beedrill. I could definitely see him leading with that thing. Definitely see him leading with that thing. I think that our lead, if he does want to lead with that thing, is going to be Aggron, because let me think about this. So Mega Beedrill is really not doing much to Aggron. We could just go for a Heavy Slam or get our rocks up. Looking at his squad, I'm really glad he didn't bring that Smeargle or Necrozma, because I feel like they were causing issues. Sticky Webs I didn't want to deal with, because I'm relying a lot on speed this match. It looks like if we can, our Heliolisk is going to be our check for that Hoopa. Heatran gets kind of walled by Primarina, so that's going to be its main job. And then the Tapu Fini kind of gets handled by Delmai. So we have answers for his mons. We just need to make sure that we're playing smart. It's gonna be spooky, but I think we got this. Mega Aggron lead is pretty solid. There's the JB, so this thing isn't gonna do too much. At max his what is it, Drill Run, Mega Beedrill, because you know it's gonna be having Drill Run, is doing 20 to 24%, so we can just freely go for rocks. That Fini is probably gonna be what gets rid of his rocks, so we're gonna Mega Evolve and just set up rocks. I don't want to make any crazy predictions. if we could get our rocks up, it's going to force that Feeny to want to come in, and we can just go ahead and get into Dolomites and start doing some damage. So I think that this is a solid lead for us. This is the lead I wanted if he did bring Mega Beedrill, because Mega Beedrill is just so fast. It's a great pivot mon, and so it's always a great lead. What I could see him doing is taking this opportunity. He is gonna probably go for the U-turn or the drill run. I'm honestly fine with either way if he wants to go for a drill run. And he goes for, oh, just kidding. We need a Mega Evolve here real quick. We Mega Evolve. I think he's just gonna U-turn, but he could go for a drill run. He goes for a U-turn, yeah. He's just gonna get out of here. We're gonna get free rocks up. That does next to nothing because we're a Mega Aggron and our defense is like, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. So Tapu Bebe. So this does bring in the Tapu Lele. Now Tapu Lele to an Aggron, a Mega Aggron, or Tapu Feeny. Sorry, Feeny. Let's say he's offensive. Hydro Pump is doing 30 to 36, and we're doing about half with Heavy Slam. So part of me wants to just really put on the pressure. Mega Aggron here is just kind of a wall for things, and if I can get some good damage off, I'm going to go ahead and take that opportunity. I don't want to let him set up with Calm Mind, so we're just going to go for the solid, whatchamacallit, Heavy Slam. Do about half to this thing. If he's physically defensive, so he goes for the Nature's Madness just to get some good damage off, which is probably a good play. It would do about the same as his Hydro Pump would. And we just get a mean Heavy Slam off on this thing. And that does over half. So that's beautiful damage right there. Making him think, how much did that do? That did about... He's not invested at all. Like, maybe he is a little bit in his HP. But that was doing some good damage. Or maybe he's a little bit bulky on his defensive side. I don't know. He doesn't have max investment in his HP, that's for sure. So that did some nice damage. I kind of want to go ahead and switch out into, what's he going for? His move would be a Hydro Pump. But if he predicts me going out into Heliolisk, we could be in some issues, having some issues. Tapu Feeny. Oh my. So Moonblast is doing about half with the spread we have. Thunderbolt is knocking this thing out, for sure. Part of me just wants to make that play. We live for sure any hit. If he wants to go for a water move, he can. We'll water absorb it. I think that that's our play. I think that Heliolisk is our play just in case. He's going to actually switch out here. See what he goes into. Craig. Who's Craig? That beautiful, beautiful Heatran. Alright, so he actually has the air balloon. So our move is going to be to U-turn to pop that thing and get Primarina in here. I don't know what this thing wants to do. He's probably going to go for like an Earth Power or something. We're going to see how much an Earth Power is doing to Primarina. As you guys know, Primarina is our ticket to paradise, you guys. Primarina is so good. If he's sub, that could be really annoying. But Earth Power, like, nothing is doing much to Primarina. So we're going to go for the U-turn, pop his balloon just in case we need to get an Earthquake off on this thing. And I think we'll be styling here. We go for the U-turn. This will pop the balloon. Go ahead, pop that thing. Boom, pop it. I like it. I like it. So I could definitely see a sub coming up here. But that is why we go out into Primarina and spook him out with some Scalds. We have the Hydro Pump, but I don't want to go for it unless I absolutely need to. So he's actually going to set up his own rocks. We do have Dolomites in the back if we want to go ahead and try to spin those away. Dolomites can go ahead, come in on Tapu Feeny if he wants to go with that route. What is he doing with... He's probably going to want to switch out, I would imagine, into that Feeny. But do I want to predict that? He can't do anything really to me. So I feel like that would be a solid play to predict. If he doesn't switch out. The worst he's doing is like 20% to me. Let's see if he's max special attack. If he's max special attack, he's doing like 23% to us. So I think that our play is going to be to predict that Feeny, and hopefully we see a switch out. I actually should have gone for Moonblast. It does more. It covers more. But like if he wants to bring Hoopa in, it would do some damage to that. If he wants to bring Garchomp in, I don't think he would bring Garchomp in just in case I go for a Scald and he'd be risking that burn. So I feel like the Feeny is coming in here. I feel like that would be the play to make just because we wall Craig so much. But we will see. We will see. If he goes into Feeny and we could get rid of that wall, we're sitting pretty. Alright, yeah, he's thinking about his move too. It's a tough call. It is a tough call. I just don't think this thing... Oh, I didn't calc if it had any HP, like hidden power electric. Okay, so he's actually going to just go for an Earthquake. And that does the work. I'm kind of kicking myself for not going for the Scald. But it's alright. We're going to actually go for it this turn. Or are we? That didn't do too much. So part of me just wants to stick with the... But if he... Here's the thing, guys. If he just stays in here, and I just keep going for energy balls. The thing is, I'm predicting him to predict my Scald and go out into Feeny because he knows I have it. Unless he thinks I'm Scarfed or Specs, we're just gonna go for the Scald. I don't want him sitting in here on us. He's gonna go for the Flash Cannon. So this was the right play. That did a lot. That was a crit. That's why. That is why. Go for the Scald and go ahead and take Craig out. So Craig is gone. Pre-Marina is a hurting unit right now. Pre-Marina really doesn't like to want to take anything right now. What would... See, the thing is we have an answer for Feeny. So Beauty Queen isn't like super important right now, especially because he didn't bring Necrozma. But I also don't want to like give him a chance to set up. I could see him going out into Beedrill right now to try to pick up a kill. If he goes Beedrill, I go hard into Aggron. Hard into Aggron and just go for a heavy slam because his huge defensive wall is out. And now he's just got Feeny, and Feeny is whittled down, and then it's all kind of sweepers on his end. So we see Robin. Robin is... This thing is nuts, you guys. This thing is nuts. We are not letting him go for a sub. We are actually just going to go ahead and hit Moonblast. If he takes out Beauty Queen, that's fine. That's kind of just a sacrifice we need to make. But we can't let this thing get up a sub or do any kind of Calm Mind. Whatever this thing gets. Nasty Plot. We got to just try to whittle this thing down. So if he wants to take out Beauty Queen, so be it. Beauty Queen took out that Heatran, and that's pretty much all Beauty Queen needed to do with the team that he brought. I'm very curious to see what he goes for. He will outspeed. He's going to go for a Gunk Shot. And he misses. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Oh my gosh. And that just did the work. Oh, man. I am sorry, my friend. That was huge. That got rid of Pre-Marina easy. I got rid of Pre-Marina easy. So he's kind of... I don't know if he's choice of any fashion. Choice band is very common, but that is... Okay, he hit it. I'm actually glad he hit it. I would have felt bad if he missed again. So he does get rid of Beauty Queen, but Beauty Queen put in a huge amount of damage on this thing, which is very nice for us. We can just go freely out into Umbrella and go for the U-turn and knock this thing out. If he wants to save it, he can save it, but it's gonna die on entry to Rock. So we go for the free U-turn. We should outspeed. I don't think this thing's going to be Scarfed. If it is, that's nutty. So yeah, we go for the U-turn, get the knockout on this thing. And we have a huge threat out of the way, you guys. We have a huge threat out of the way. Alright, so what's this play? I think that our play, I could see the Mega Beedrill coming in. If it's not Mega Beedrill, I think that I'm just gonna go with Juggernaut. If he wants to bring in Garchomp, so be it. If he wants to bring in Feeney, so be it. Heavy Slam kills Feeney. I could see him going Beedrill and trying to do some... The thing with doing U-turn is if he does do U-turn, I get a free Heavy Slam off on something. And nothing really wants to take one. So that gunk shot miss on that Hoopa was super unfortunate. I feel so bad. That would have kept Hoopa at full. We would have gotten into Heliolisk. He probably would have swapped out because he saw the U-turn before. And didn't want to take one of those, and probably went out into Kartana or Chomp. If he is, he's probably rough skin Chomp, I'd imagine. So that is just super unfortunate, and it was huge. It pretty much allowed Primarina to just do the work. So he goes out into Jaws. I could definitely see this thing starting to set up. I don't want to make any crazy predictions. If he does want to set up, that's fine. We just go out into Latios and hit Ice Beam. But I think that Heavy Slam does more. Let's see, to a Garchomp. So we're going to say offensive Swords Dance. Earthquake is doing about half, so Earthquake will kill. If he's max attack. Jolly max attack. That's a play I'm willing to make. And Heavy Slam is doing about half. So I'll go ahead, just go for that Heavy Slam. If he wants to set up, he can. He goes for the Earthquake, so he goes ahead, takes out Juggernaut. I could have switched out into Latios, but I didn't want to make that aggressive of a play. So Juggernaut goes down. We are actually... What does he have left? So he has Beedrill, Kartana, Chomp, and Feeney. So we're going to go out into our Latios. We outspeed unless he's Scarfed. If he's Scarfed, he's locked into Earthquake, and that's a problem for him. So we're going to go for the Ice Beam. No Draco Meteor just in case he brings out that Feeney. And Spearmint making his debut, you guys. So he withdraws. Could be Scarf Chomp. I don't know. Tapu Lele is coming back. Or Feeney is coming back out. I see Tapu Bebe and I just think Tapu Feeney. Or Tapu Lele. Because it rhymes. Because it rhymes. So we go for the Ice Beam. Solid play. Just middle ground play. I don't know if this thing gets any recovery. I imagine it does. But we're going to just go out into Ahoy. Ahoy walls this in pretty nice, and we have Synthesis just in case, so we can do some shenanigans. Oh, all right. I don't. This game is gonna come down to just mind games. Just mind games. He doesn't know if I'm Scarfed or not. Actually, it would be nice if I wasn't Scarfed at this point. Well, because unless he has Scarf Chomp, then he knows I'm Scarfed because I outsped. So we're going to go ahead, swap out. Go out into Ahoy. He's going to go for the Nature's Madness, I'm assuming. Moonblast. Okay, we take that pretty nicely. Okay. Alright, we take those. So I'm going to go for a... I feel like I just want to go for a Synthesis right here. That's the middle ground play. I could Rapid Spin, get rid of these rocks. But how much are the rocks doing to me? I kind of wanted a Synthesis to Scout. Because if we could keep Ahoy up, HP Ice can kill that Chomp. He's going to go for the Ice Beam. Can we live? We can live. We go for the Synthesis. I should have gotten Giga Drain just to get this thing out of here. Now we know. Synthesis will do a decent amount. Give us back a good amount. We get the lefty, so I'm going to just go for the Giga Drain on this turn. And we go Giga Drain. That was more just like a scouting turn. He's going to go for the Ice Beam, just kind of sacking this thing off. We live in. And we get the Giga Drain off. Knock out this Feeny. And now he's just got 3 crazy mons. He's got 3 crazy mons. Feeny is gone. We have a Beedrill to contend with. That's the thing about Mega Beedrill, you guys, is it's super, super fast. We have the Choice Scarf Lottie for it, but without Latios, this thing is kind of wrecking us. We can live 1 hit with Terrakion and go for a Rock Slide, and that might be the route that we have to go. So this thing comes back in. I'm not gonna switch anything. I'm actually gonna just let this thing. What would I switch in? I feel like a knockoff is coming. Nothing really wants to take one except for Terrakion, but if I switch in Terrakion on a knockoff, he outspeeds and will just kill with what's it called? Drill Run. So I don't want to do that. I'm actually gonna just go for the Synthesis just in case for whatever reason we live. We can kind of stall this thing out. Knockoff is gonna be his best move. He goes for a U-turn. Will that kill? It's adaptability. Of course it's gonna kill. Of course it's gonna kill. So he knocks out our beautiful guy. He's gonna either go into Garchomp or Kartana. Now this is an opportunity for us to just go into Latios and click a Draco Meteor. Granted, we need to hit the Draco Meteors. If we can't, then we run into issues. It's a 90% accurate move, but it can miss. And that could be what the game comes down to, is just some misses. This is a tough play for him because Kartana has really bad special defense. Really bad special defense. How much is a Draco doing to a Kartana? So Aggron is gone. Latios is not. Drakion is not. Primarina is gone. And Dalmite is gone. He goes out into the Kartana. So, Latios or Kartana. Draco has potential to kill. It's 98 to 116, so it has a 87% chance to knock this thing out. So I think that that's just our play. If we miss, I will be very upset. We go out into Latios. We do have the Hidden Power Fire though. Now, Hidden Power Fire is solely for this thing, but if he's just swaps out into, maybe he thinks that he can live. Let me see if he's AV. See, he's AV. I think that Chomp might be scarfed. If he's AV, Draco doesn't kill. If he is AV, Draco doesn't kill. I think Hidden Power Fire could be the play. I think that's what we're gonna go for. If he goes into Chomp, this is a tough call. He goes into Chomp. We go for Hidden Power Fire. We have to switch out. He goes for an Earthquake and knocks out something. Go back out on Latios. Go for a Draco. Simple. Okay. I talked myself into it. We're gonna go for an HP Fire. I'm thinking this thing could be. He stays in. And that knocks him out. Yes, HP Fire coming through. I think that that's why he felt comfortable coming in. Is he could have been AV. And AV does live a Draco, a max invested Draco Meteor. Which is just beautiful planning on his part. I'm glad that we brought the HP Fire. We do need to switch out, see if this thing is scarfed. He knows I'm choice. There's no way he doesn't. the thing is what's more valuable, Bully or Umbrella? I think that Terrakion is a little more valuable. I think Terrakion is a little more valuable. I want to see how much Latios Ice Beam is doing to Mega Beedrill. And we do still have those rocks up, so yeah, Ice Beam is doing about half max roll. But Draco is killing. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to if you want to do a Draco meteor. So we're going to go out and do Umbrella. If this thing isn't choiced, we outspeed and we'll knock it out with the HP Ice. I'm assuming this thing is choiced. Sword Sense, it's not choiced. This thing is not choiced. So we just go for the HP Ice and that knocks it out. Because we outspeed. We're max speed Umbrella. We are base 108. We are 109. We were speed time with Kartana. So he goes for a Sword Stance, meaning he's not scarfed in any which way. Umbrella should put in the work here with HP Ice. If he wants to switch in Beedrill, Beedrill is not living 2. Actually, it would outspeed. It would outspeed to knock me out. But we just go for the HP Ice. This should knock him out unless he's like bulky Chomp. And it does. It does knock this thing out. So we just have the Beedrill to contend with, and Beedrill is going to be suffering from rocks. So I'm not gonna try and make any weird predictions to try to save differential. I'm just gonna make the safe play, go for the Thunderbolt, because I'm assuming he could go for a knockoff, and if he goes for a knockoff on a Latios switch, we kind of just forfeit our W here. So we need to just go for the Thunderbolt, kind of letting Umbrella go down and just have a safe switch into Latios and go for the HP Fire. I actually think HP Fire does one shot. So I'm really glad that I put HP Fire on Latios. It came in clutch against that Kartana. HP Fire does 58 to 69. He does go for the knockoff just in case I did switch. I'm glad I did not. I took out my Life Orb, but that is fine. We just go out in Spearmint, hit that HP Fire, and call it a game. We actually could go for Psychic too. I didn't even think of that. Just go for a Psychic, and yeah, Psychic is just buying this thing. So go ahead. I don't want to misclick. Hit Psychic. And that should be game. Choice Scarf will outspeed. And that's why I wanted Choice Scarf Latios, because I wanted him outspeeding everything. Latios was an amazing pickup, and I'm glad I finally got to use him this week. He MVP of this game, you guys. MVP. There was some unfortunate hacks on Austin's side with that Hoopa missing that gunk shot, and I feel really bad about that, but it's the game we play. I do apologize, but it was a great win for us. Your Minnesota Lycanrocs have now surpassed the even record. We have a winning record, you guys. What is that all about, you guys? We have yet to have that. So we're 3-2. Big win this week. Next week we face up against Sleeve Card. I'm not quite sure what his record is. It might be 2-2 after this week. 3-2, 2-3. I don't know, somewhere around there. It's gonna be a tough match. He's got a lot of great Pokemon on his team that we will have to prep for. But this win felt good. It felt good. It was a good game. It was a hard-fought game by Austin, Garchomp the God. He did great. Make sure you guys go check him out. Check his channel out in the description. Show him some love. Wish him a good game. It was a great game. It was came down to the wire like a lot of crazy Wi-Fi battles do. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you hit that like button down below. Also subscribe if you're new to join the Kryptic crew. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. This is Kryptic Flash. I'm out.